the hustle here isn't or and can be mission related, like you said, like the desperation of some of the causes that we're supporting. I belong to a couple of groups here in nonprofit groups in New York City that have very different kinds of missions than in the community than we do as a university where we're educating students. But the hustle piece for me also came about or comes about with donors and with expectations from those who are in the corporate space. So I do think for me, there's a part of, you just mentioned the startup environment, and it's scrappy and it's messy and we get it done, whatever hour it needs to be. There's an element of that at the highest levels of some of the big corporations and the big, the expectations. Now they have resources off the charts next to what we do, and interns and juniors and everything else to kind of make this stuff happen. And we in New York City, particularly at a lot of the nonprofits across the board that we sit in, we work in partnership. And I really do think it is a donor institution partnership between how they give and what their money impacts at each organization. But we often I'm finding having better conversations with donors about how we work inside and actually asking them questions. And I think it really influences then that point you just asked, how do we get buy-in here? Well, if I can take back to one of my bosses, well, I talked to a donor and they work with a church and they work with another school and they work with this and that, and that's how they do it. Could we try it? I'm happy to, make introductions. We can collaborate together.